Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim or Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. Now, I see people selling white privilege card to Black people because they think there is white privilege, there is also Black privilege, which I really do not understand who told them that, and I really do not understand how somebody is planning to sell white privilege cards to a Black person. That is really crazy, but it is what it is. Sometimes I see people and I don't know, looking at them, I feel like probably some brain cells are missing or some people really do need evaluation because you open a store and your store is all about Trump. You sell so many things, and you're telling us that as a woman, as a person, if you do not have this, like you are on a long thing, that you everybody's supposed to have this. See, you all should buy what you sell and stop disturbing people, stop disturbing Black people, stop disturbing Black women, and the rest of it. It's really crazy. It's only when it comes, I don't know, but it's crazy how people will always link somebody's or a woman's success to probably messing around or doing some illegal thing. When I say illegal thing, you should understand where I am going to. As a woman, to them, a woman is not supposed to progress without having a male or whatever that is assisting her and the rest of it. Now let's get into this. I am sick and tired of everybody coming out to tell us, especially Black people, what to do and what not to do. But you know what? Let's get into this.
Every woman ought to have one of these. It's one of those things that when people see one, then they want one. Same thing with the Confederate hat. You know why? Because people don't think you have the nerve to do it.
Joanne Price runs a Trump store in Christiansburg, Virginia. When Joe Biden announced he wouldn't run for president again, was there any part of you who felt a pull to vote for Harris?
No, absolutely not. I would not vote for either one of them. I would not vote Democrat ticket. No way. This is a white privilege card. And this is just a play. It just says this card trumps everything, and it gives a barrier, happiness and success because of the color of the skin.
And who buys that?
White people.
Okay.
It's funny.
And then when you give it to a state trooper, they'll let you go. Won't write you a ticket.
You think so?
So I've experienced it.
Yeah. Wait, really?
And he said, okay, he laughed at it and gave it back to me and did not write me a ticket.
This actually happened at least once elsewhere. In 2022, a woman claimed Alaska police let her go without a ticket when she flashed a white privilege license.
It's humorous to us. You know, it really is. It's humorous to the average American here.
You know, when he was a Republican, too.
Trump has been working to appeal to Black voters, and polls showed some success when Biden was still in the race, but have since gone down. The Trump campaign this year has made a big effort to reach out to Black voters. What do you think of their efforts?
I think their efforts are succeeding tremendously. All the things that have happened to President Trump, the attacks on him, have done nothing more than strengthen Black people's connection to him. Because now he's someone who is the target of a struggle, and they have always felt that they've been a target. I did prison ministries for 5 years, and, you know, if you're a convicted felon and then somebody else is a convicted felon, there's a camaraderie there.
And
Donald Trump attacked Kamala Harris, questioning her racial identity. She's Black.
Promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn Black, and now she wants to be known as Black.
He's acknowledged his commentary has provoked mixed reactions. Price is just one person and not a swing voter. But we were curious what she made of his comments, given that she's a Black woman and fervent Trump supporter and former local Republican Party chair. How do you make sense of how Trump talks about Vice President Kamala Harris? That he sort of suggests that he doesn't understand her biracial background, that first she was Indian and then she was Black.
I don't understand it either. She's Indian and she's Jamaican.
Yeah.
Is she Black?
I mean, do you not think she's Black?
Is she? Was she born here?
Yes.
Yes. Were her parents citizens? No.
Okay. But we have birthright citizenship in America.
Mm-hmm. We call that anchor.
People can't immigrate here and not be citizens, but have green cards and work permits.
Yeah, that's true. However, she can claim to be black because of her Jamaican father. You know, that's her right. We're a melting pot, you know, because I basically have a combination in my family as well.
How do you reconcile that? Like, you have a history of blended families in your family. How do you reconcile that with Trump seeming to not understand how Kamala Harris could have a blended family herself?
She could have a blended family. What I'm saying is his comments about that, I think he's making a point. And, you know, I'm not so disturbed by that.
But what is the point he's making?
The point he's making simply is that she is not a black person.
There were some mixed views on the idea of a woman president. What do you think about Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris, may I say this, and hopefully that you ladies won't get offended, but because of what happened in the Garden of Eden, there will never be an elected woman, whether she's black or white, that would occupy the White House that God would ever stand behind.
I'm not sure America's quite ready for female leadership. It would be wonderful to have a female president if and when one arises that has conservative values that are going to lead the nation in prosperity.
Did Joe Biden dropping out change your view of the election at all?
Oh, it surely did. I think she's going to be worse than Joe. I just don't think she has the experience. I think she was only chosen because she was a woman.
He has been mocked, scrutinized, slandered, dragged into court. This man is still standing, and he's standing strong because he knows that.
This is a white privilege card. And this is just a...
You know, I have made it my business to talk extensively about how people from marginalized communities who not only become Republicans but become MAGA supporters seem to have to give away a piece of themselves in order to be, I don't know, to fit in, I guess. I don't fucking know. So to look at this woman, an obviously woman of color, to see that she's a MAGA supporter means absolutely nothing to me. Okay. It's not like they aren't out there. But the white privilege card shows me exactly what I'm talking about. These people are not for real. They're not. They're not. You could get mad at me if you fucking want to, but truth is truth. Anyone from a marginalized community, any Coonesian that is supporting Donald Trump and the MAGA crowd, watch what they do. It's never about economic policy. It's never about foreign policy. Never. And that's not even the lane that the MAGA movement wants them to play. No, their job is to denigrate and shit on the communities that they come from. And it doesn't matter who. It doesn't. If you are a Jewish MAGA supporter, your whole job is to say that the Jews don't support Donald Trump. Do you want to have Kamala Harris do to you what was done in 1936 in Germany? That's their fucking job. If you are a Muslim Coonesian that supports Donald Trump, you know what your job is? To talk about jihad and talk about Soleimani and how they're coming over here to put Sharia law in. If you are a gay Coonesian that supports Donald Trump, your whole job is to talk about transgender women in bathrooms. That's it. How do you feel about Donald Trump's foreign policy? I know there's too many transgender women going into bathrooms with little girls. That's your whole fucking job. That's your entire stick. That's it. That is it. If you are Hispanic or a Spanish speaking person who supports Donald Trump, your whole script is the border, the Mexicans stealing, the illegals, that border, the border. That's it. And I've gone on extensively about black Trump supporters. If you are a MAGA woman supporter, your whole script, your entire script, is to talk about abortion and how you can have an abortion up to 2 years after the baby is born. That's your job. Black Trump supporters, they have a special job. They have a very special job. Because they know they know black folks are not taking them seriously. They know that. From jump. As soon as you walk in the room with their bullshit on, you get in the side eye. We're like, so your script has been building. Your script has been building since, like, I don't know, the end of fucking Reconstruction. Where's the black fathers? Single motherhood. And look at all the babies that are out in the streets with the crack cocaine and things of that nature. That's your whole stick. And you have to play to white people. All of these Coonesian groups have to play to white people. White sensibilities, white understandings, white feelings. They have to do this. So they will do shit like a white privilege card. Because it's funny. And white people will buy it and see, look, I have my privilege card. And they'll be standing next to a person of color or a person who speaks Spanish or a person from a marginalized community. So they'll get a pass. Not realizing that if you sat and explain to these dumbass people that no, nobody is saying that your life has not been hard. What we are saying is that you do not have to also carry the burden of the racism, of the racial history of this country. That is your white privilege. If you explain it to these motherfuckers, they still wouldn't get it. They wouldn't. The Coonesian's not going to get it, and the white person that just bought that white privilege card is really not going to get it. But they serve purposes. They serve a purpose. It will be Coonesians, black Coonesians, who will say to black folks like us, who will never fucking support the fucking Republican Party, not as long as Lee Atwater's words are still out there floating around, they will say shit like, get off the Democratic plantation. Why the fuck do you think goddamn Candace Owens is out here flailing and shit? That's how she started her whole fucking career. That was the beginning of her MAGA movement. And that bitch has said some just outlandish shit on both sides. Now she's just going full anti-Semitic. So when you have offended every black person that has ever breathed, and we no longer pay any fucking attention to you, you got to pick another group. And who was always on the bottom? Blacks and Jews. Always. Blacks and Jews. Always. Blacks and Jews. That's it. If you wear a yarmulke or your first name is Jamal and you have lips like mine and melanin, we are always on the goddamn menu. So this woman is selling this white privilege card, right? But if you ask her what white privilege is, she will tell you what black privilege is. What fucking thing, what animal is black privilege? That my life is completely hard, but I also don't have to walk around with the burden of not being white. What the fuck is that? That doesn't even make any sense. So I'm telling you, watch these people. Watch them. Especially when it comes to motherfuckers that support Donald Trump. That's why I said Coonesians is not a race. It's a state of mind. When you know the truth is out there, when you have heard the truth over and over, and you know there is a political party with political operatives that do not like you based on the fact that you are part of a marginalized community and you still support them, that is what makes you a Coonesian. And they all have a script. Argue with your mama, don't argue with me.
Kamala has fucked her way up to where she is today. And
hey, dumbass, I want you to think about this for just a second. Let me give you the 4 fucking jobs that Vice President Harris has had. Prosecutor. Who do you gotta fuck to be a prosecutor? Who you gotta give us some ass up to be prosecutor? Who? Attorney General for the largest state in the Union and the most populated state in the Union. How many people you gotta fuck to get that? How many? senator from the state of California, the largest state in the union and the most populated state. You would have to fuck every citizen of the state of California. You know how much fucking that is? Do you understand how much fucking that is? And there's only 2 senators per state. So she'd have to screw everybody in the state. Vice President of the United States. Who does she have to screw to get that? This is why we look at y'all and we think, actually, I say out loud, but a lot of people do think, why aren't you locked up in one of those jackets that let you hug yourself? Why aren't you in the room that is padded? With the walls that you can just bounce off of like your ass is a ball. This is the most asinine fucking talking point any of you motherfuckers have. Because your side of the political aisle is filled with a whole lot of motherfuckers. Donald Trump. That stuck their shit in some questionable fucking places and nobody gets a chance to say anything. Donald Trump is the product of sleeping your way to the top. Fred Trump's balls. A night of really bad pleasure between Fred and whatever the fuck his wife's name is resulted in Donald Trump. He literally is the product of sleeping your way to the top. He didn't work for shit. I swear, I hate the fact that we breathe together. I hate the fact that oxygen, that you and I know that the body needs oxygen. I hate the fact that we both get a chance to see the sky. I do. There's no use to me even trying to lie to y'all. I hate that fact. I hate the fucking fact that you and I both know about food. One of us shouldn't, and it's you. I'm not gonna fuck. Here's the hint. You. Kamala Harris slept her way to the top. How? The 4 major jobs I just told you about. Now, if I said that about Melania, I'd be right. I would be right. But y'all feel away. And here's the funny part. Check this out. It doesn't matter if Kamala Harris slept her way to the top. Vice President Harris slept her way to the top. She didn't fuck you. You never got none of that Kamala Harris. None. Whoever or whatever you think she did to get to the top, it wasn't you. Now was it? Fucking dumb white people. Shit!
Guys, vote for whoever you want, but shut the fuck up about Donald Trump being worse on Palestine. Kamala Harris is 100% more culpable for this genocide than Donald Trump is. All you're saying repeatedly and loudly is that genocide is not a deal breaker for you. Guys, vote for whoever you want, but shut the fuck up about Donald Trump being worse on Palestine. Kamala Harris is 100% more culpable for this genocide than Donald Trump is. All you're saying repeatedly and loudly is that genocide is not a deal breaker for you.
You a lawyer, right? Right. You a lawyer in America, right? That means financially, you at least in the top 5% of this country, right? So most of your taxes, if not damn near all of it, is going towards the G side, right? So if you're really about the stuff you're talking about, quit your job. Quit your job. Stop paying taxes. See what happens in a few years when you don't pay your taxes. Ever heard of Wesley Snipes? They're going to give you that Wesley Snipes role. The IRS going to give you that work. The point that I'm trying to make is you guys come up and say all this hoopla. We support the G side. We support the G side. If we vote for this person, you're directly supporting the G side. We all unintentionally are supporting the G side, whether we like it or not. We are all tax-paying citizens. We pay our taxes. We all work. We all have to do what we got to do to survive. And y'all basically asking us to stop working, don't pay taxes, and not to vote. You sit here and say, I don't care who you vote for. Well, clearly you do, because you made this idiotic video, bro. If y'all really about it, then stop working. If you're really about it, stop paying your taxes. Like, what the hell? Or, you know what? Don't vote. Vote third party. Do what you want to do. And let's get Trump into office. Yeah, let's light that candle, huh? Let's do it. Screw it. Screw it.
So this is all I got from this video, and this is really very sad. That somebody is thinking that what did she actually do to get herself to that place? It's really sad that women are, the way they women to some certain things. A woman's success is always linked to something. But how do you want to link her own success to what this young man just said now? It's really amazing how these people come out on the internet and think they have the right to say whatever that comes to their mind, because it's only a dumb person that will come out on the internet to say something like this. Sometimes when you are saying some certain things, you bite your tongue and ask yourself, does this sound good? This doesn't sound good at all. And this might actually be somebody's father or somebody's grandfather or somebody's husband, whichever one. But yeah, I know he's actually coming from somebody's home, somebody's son. That really sucks. You all can do better. And for the woman that is selling white privilege, I hope that car that you are selling, I hope it saves you. And I hope it shields you from some certain things. Because who does that? It's really amazing how, see, the truth is that I do not know any of these candidates personally, right? But the only thing I am going to talk about with them are the things that the law has already found against them. Like, Donald Trump, I don't know him personally, but I can tell you that according to law, he has like about 34 or 35 felonies, right? And I can state categorically, talk on that one after the other. And that it's something that I can hold against him, maybe as anything on, or like, I'm just giving an example. And Kamala Harris, I can also hold her responsible over some certain things she did or probably she did not do right during the genocide that was happening. But like, as you all can see, anything that got to do with Palestine and all that, my hands are off it for now, right? But the innocent kids, what happened to the innocent kids? I can actually apportion some blame to her because she is not the president. She is actually the vice president. And there is a limit to what she can operate, or a limit to laws she can make and some activities she can carry out, right? That one is on the side. I cannot go out. I cannot go beyond all of this that I mentioned and start manufacturing things against them. That it's actually not good, right? And I can be sued. So it's amazing how people look for a way to use what is not true, or look because I heard this person said this or the other person said that. So for that reason, I am going to use this against this person. You are a liar, and the people you heard it from are also liar, right? Now this woman is selling white privilege card. Like, you don't have to also be white anymore to use the card. So all you need to do is purchase it. This is to tell you how dumb some people are and what is also black privilege. The truth is that black privilege doesn't exist. And as a black person, you do not have any white privilege. If you think you are dumb enough, or go and buy it, purchase it. Let's see how far it takes you. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. That is the most expensive shit ever for those that do not know. And for the man that said that a woman, not ever would a woman be a president of United States. Is it against the law? Is there anywhere that it is against the law that a woman cannot become the president of America or United States or something, right? There is no place. So anybody can be president as long as you are chosen by people. So you all should stop acting ignorant and come to, and also bring your ignorance to people to see how dumb you are, because that is how I see it. I don't know how your kids are going to feel watching all this, seeing my father come on the internet to say something that he is not even sure of. It's kind of crazy. But you all can do better. See, you all can vote for whoever you want to vote quietly and peacefully without coming here to tell us some stories. But the truth is that Whoever you all choose to vote, that it's your problem, not mine. But I hope that you all know that you are supposed to do the right thing, right? While you are trying to vote, I hope you are going to do the right thing, because in the end, it is going to backfire, right? And when it backfires, like I said, nobody is serving democracy anymore. Whatever happens, happens. We all remain in it till whenever it happens. And you all can also shut up and stop coming online to disgrace yourselves. Like I see you all disgracing yourself. Both some Arab that think that they can come out and also tell Black people whom to vote and whom not to vote, and tell us that you all are messing around because you all see what is going on in Palestine. You all are not helping out, or you helped out to an extent, and now you are turning against them. You can also go to Palestine and give them your life. We've done the ones we can. Black people have done the ones they can, and right now they are focusing on themselves. It's either you accept it or you don't. That it's your problem. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.